Hey, how'd you do today? Oh, really? I'm sorry. Um, it doesn't have to be this way, you know. Last night I asked you to take the trial. I invited you to take the trial because I thought I might be able to help. Since I posted that video and invited you, we've posted 14 alerts. All of them found their target, except I think the two I just put out. Now, I'm not saying that to brag or to boast or rub salt in the wound, but I really want you to know that what you're going through, I know you feel like you're chasing your tail. Every time you think you find something that quote unquote works, you know, it works for a day or a week, and then it doesn't work, and then you're lost again, and you don't know where to turn, you don't know what to do. Let me say it again, it doesn't have to be that way. If you take the trial, give me a week to show you what we do, how we do it, how you can apply it to your trading, and I think you'll agree. Trading's not easy, never has been, never will be, but it can be simple. What I'm offering to do is to help you find simple. If you take our trial, there's no risk. You don't even need a credit card to take the trial. You'll spend 5 days in our live training room. You'll use our indicators. You'll have access to me via Telegram and both the concierge trade alerts and the Logic 247 alerts every day for 5 days. At the end of the week, you're going to see the market like you've never seen it before. You're going to look yourself in the mirror and go, hey, why did it take me so long? Why did I work so hard? Why did I blow so much money to get my arms around something that can be simple? Well, see, that's the key. It can be simple. Unfortunately, most of the vendors between you and Wall Street do everything they can to make it complicated, convoluted even. And you know how expensive it can be. Why? It's simple. To keep you dependent on them. Now, I tell you straight up off the bat, you're an income stream to me. Now, if you're a nice person, we get to know each other, we might become friends. But the reason I teach people how to trade, the reason I share my knowledge of the markets with other people, is because every book I've ever read, written by the uber wealthy, there's always a part in there that tells you that part of their recipe, their secret sauce, is multiple income streams, right? So what Michael and I have done, we have been able to develop several streams of income inside a field that we know a thing or two about. We've both been trading E-mini futures since 2005. I left the world of equities because of the manipulation, the market makers, and mostly the naked short selling, none of which exist in futures. So you've got a leg up on this whole thing already. You've just got to learn how to put on and take off high probability trades. And that's what we do. We teach you how to spot high probability trade setups, how to execute them, manage them, move on to the next. Now, I'm sure you've heard at this point that large part, maybe 90% of the whole trading game is mental, psychological. It's true. It really is. And I'll help you with that part too. I'll help you understand this is a business based on probabilities. You're never going to run fast enough, jump high enough, or go to the gym enough times that you're going to be able to beat the market. I laugh and or cringe every time I hear somebody make that kind of a statement. The market's taller, faster, has deeper pockets. I mean, the market can stay liquid far longer than you or I. So when we tell ourselves something like, well, I'm going to get short here because price can't go any higher. Of course it can. Or, I'm going to get in here because we can't go any lower. Yeah, we can for days. Let me help you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, wow, just some other guy with some kind of magic. He's going to save my life and make me wealthy. Well, I don't know about saving your life, and I don't have any magic. Everything that we do is based on logic. It's a logical approach to the markets. Once you understand how markets work, and then you watch me go through a chart telling you what happened. Now, that's the easy part. Historical charts, anybody can look like a genius. But then when we get up to the current candle, I tell you what the high probability thing is coming up next. How often am I right? Often enough to call it the high probability thing. But see, you don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to believe me. I'm a nice guy. I wouldn't lie to you, but you don't know that. The only way you're going to know that is to take the trial. Now, you've shelled out all kind of money for all kind of indicators, oscillators, rooms, gurus. You know, we all did it. I did it. Michael did it. It's what people do. The reason it's what people do is because there's no teachers. Well, there's a few. There's plenty of people to sell you indicators and books and videos. But when's the last time somebody offered to actually teach you how to trade? Yeah, probably the last time you watched my video, right? Listen, if you're watching my video, there's so many places out there that you can go for training. The fact that you're watching this video probably has something to do with the fact that we are CFRN, the Christian Financial Radio Network. So you're probably a believer. And while, yes, you want to, make money like anyone else and be your own boss, set your own hours, enjoy the freedom, work from anywhere in the world with a fast internet connection, great, okay? But what really separates you, perhaps, from the rest is that as you put this money away, you're not looking to get a new car or a bigger house. Nothing wrong with a new car or 2 cars or 2 houses, but you can only drive one. You can only sleep in one per day at a time. Am I right? Okay. Most of the people who come through CFRN, they're looking for something more out of life. Yeah, like I said, they want to make money, but that's because they have a bigger dream, a goal, a vision, if you will. Now, my wife and I, we built an orphanage, but I know that's not for everybody. God may have put something different on your heart. Maybe He's called you to build a new church for your congregation. Is that possible? Maybe He wants you to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, dig wells in villages that have no access to clean drinking water. All noble things, but ministry costs money. Good works cost money. Now, the way believers have dealt with this forever is they stand before corporate America, hat in hand, shuffling their feet, looking for a handout to go do God's work. Now, does that sound right to you? If God really called you to go do something, does He really want you to have to beg? I mean, don't we serve a God who's big enough to not only create you for divine destiny, but to also supply all your needs? Okay, you understand what I'm talking about. This is an opportunity for believers all over the world to rise up, to claim their God-given destiny. We don't need anyone else to fund what we do. We can fund it ourselves by the grace of God and E-mini Futures. We can. The wealth of the world is just on the other side of your monitor, but you haven't been able to grab a hold of it yet. Okay? Don't lose sight of the dream. Don't lose sight of that thing that God called you to do. If you've got it in your head and in your heart, if you know you were born to trade, and that's how you're going to fund your ministry that you're called to, you're in the right place. You'll be surrounded by fellow believers, all working towards their own goals, but together we're building God's kingdom. Can you earn a lot of money trading E-mini Futures? You can, but 9 out of 10 people fail. 9 out of 10 people never make a dime. They lose money. And then they fill up their account and lose it again. Why? Is it that hard? Well, like I said, it's not easy. Can be simple. Problem is these folks, and maybe you too, you just had no one teach you. Imagine walking out of your house, climbing into the cockpit of a Cessna, just to, fly across town, visit a friend. Now, would you do that if no one had ever taught you how to fly? When the plumbing goes out in your house, do you break out the wrenches or the phone book? In my house, I break out the phone book because no one ever taught me how to fix my plumbing. If you needed brain surgery, would you try to do it yourself? Well, obviously the anesthesia would present a problem, but you see what I'm talking about, right? For some reason, people think, well, trading, make a lot of money, freedom, work from anywhere in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, you can, but if you want to shave years off the learning curve, if you want to save a lot of money, then get somebody to teach you how, okay? If it's not me, that's okay. You won't hurt my feelings. If you can't find anybody else and you pick me last, I don't have a problem being second fiddle. But don't wait too long. I mean, think of the time and treasure you've already spent. Now ask yourself, how much do you have left of either one? Let's fix this thing today. Point a browser to eminitrainingschool.com. eminitrainingschool.com. Sign up for the trial. All I need is your name, your email address. We'll be trading through the night, as we do every night on Globex. The second I get your application, I'm going to enable you in Telegram. You'll be seeing alerts across your desk before midnight tonight. That's a true story. Did I mention when I invited you last night, after the invitation, we've issued 14 alerts, 11 found their target. We're still waiting on 2 to come home. It was an extra good day. We averaged 20% of our alerts getting stopped out. Now that's the truth about trading. A lot of folks don't want to talk about the truth about trading, but it's true. There's no man, no machine, no indicator, oscillator, algorithm that will ever prevent you from being stopped out. You can't know the future. All the garbage people promise you, that's a pack of lies. Let me teach you, let me show you, let me tell you the truth about trading. Go to eminitrainingschool.com or call Valerie 949-42-EMINI. I'll see you on the internet. Let's do this.